record on this computer. Excellent. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us this morning for our Realtor Mastermind that we do weekly on Tuesday mornings. And this morning I have a very special guest. Joe Kennemore is a man with a heart of gold. Everyone around him just absolutely loves him, and you will see why very soon. He is the CEO of Mailbox Power, and what his company does is just perfectly suited for the real estate industry. And I'm not going to steal all of his thunder. I'm going to let him tell you all about it. And so without further ado, Joe Kennemore, please take the stage.
Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated, Deb. Hello, Realtors. How are you? There's a special place in my heart for Realtors because you are the ones who helped me build Mailbox Power. It is our biggest customer base, are Realtors, and there's a reason for that because they're successful. Now I'm going to start here. Listen, I'm going to show you a slide deck. There's a couple of little short videos at the end, literally like a minute, and they're really testimonials from other Realtors. I'm going to show you my system. I'm going to show you some special items about our system that are very specific to Realtors. But first, I'm going to start with this. You know, I poked around on y'all's Facebook group page last night, and I copied and pasted one of the posts, and I want to read it to you because it really is why I exist and why I do what I do. And here it is. This is from Kristen Gettings. She said, "Hello all, I'm looking for some outside of the box marketing techniques. I have been a realtor for about 2 weeks and have yet to even find a solid lead." I know none of us are shocked that have been around this space for a while that she hasn't found a lead in 2 weeks. But I have 4 buyer leads, but they aren't even pre-qualified yet. We're more in the planning mode for them. I have 0 prospects for listings. Nobody in my sphere of influence knows a single person even contemplating selling. Does this all sound familiar to y'all? Probably when you got started, probably exactly. I market myself on social media daily, message folks daily, go to any local events and talk to people, contract expired listings and FSBOs all over the place. I'm feeling very disappointed in myself more than anything. What else can I be doing? What am I doing wrong? It seems to be really difficult to get business when you don't have anything to market other than the fact you're a realtor. Like I don't have any track record for proven success. Kristen is exactly who I want to help. I want to help make her phone ring with new leads that she's never met, people she has no idea exist, without making cold calls and really without going to expireds and knocking on their door, FSBOs, all that stuff. So anyway, I'm going to get started. This is going to be a fairly short presentation, but let us go ahead and get to it. Here we go. Okay, let us make your phone ring. Yes, that is who we are at Mailbox Power. We want to make your phone ring with referrals from your existing customer base or new leads that they have no idea you even exist. Okay, now go beyond the sale. That's a big deal at Mailbox Power because relationships are a big monster deal in your space, especially over a long period of time, right? I mean, that is the deal with Realtors. So we help you maintain client relationships and lead gen are both equally important to us. But creating a mindset, a gratitude mindset, delivering personal thank you cards, gifts, and referral requests that's our cup of tea. What problems do we solve for real estate agents? Well, no more cold calls. And I've seen enough of that. And I have plenty of examples of folks who did make cold calls and haven't made cold calls for years since they've been using Mailbox Power. Generate buyer and seller leads that are laser focused with credit score, net worth, and other valuable info. Any of you do that yet? We can help you with that. And we have a thoughtfulness engine. I know, thoughtfulness engine? What is that, right? Well, the thoughtfulness engine is what's built into our system to help you be thoughtful with your existing client base. With one click of a button, you can touch them once a month, twice a month, 10 times a month, for years, for months, doesn't matter. You choose, and we will take care of the rest. Okay. Now, Mailbox Power, because we have served the real estate community for so long, we actually have a masterclass for real estate agents, and it is embedded right into our system. And really, with one of our pro or executive accounts, this comes as a freebie, and you can go through it with experienced realtors who have won using tactics that will teach you exactly what to do with our system. And then our lead generation is a fraction of the cost of digital ads. And I'm going to show you what that means here very shortly. I have a contrast and comparative between Facebook, EDDM, and Mailbox Power that I think will enlighten you, really, really enlighten you. Our geo-targeted list builder, I can't wait to show you this. FSBOs and expireds, OMG, millions of dollars transacted, probably monthly because of how we function and fire FSBOs and expireds. Now, yeah, how do you keep your customers? Well, like I said, it's relationships, and it's the relationships that you build over time. I have so many countless stories of just reaching out and touching your customer with a St. Patrick's Day card, 3 transactions. 3 real estate transactions means a pretty good chunk of change in commissions, and I know that has happened. Valentine's Day cards have turned into sales. All kinds of cards have turned into sales. Now, I wanted to talk about direct mail for a minute. I know a lot of people are like, direct mail really isn't that dead? No, it is so far from dead. It is not even funny. This is Panda Express, literally 4 months ago. How Panda Express reversed a sales slump with direct mail. They actually went out to geographical areas around their stores and used postcards to convert customers from physical to digital and making a purchase. It is a monster deal in the direct mail space is a big deal right now. This company reverse declines direct mail, updates old methods with digital touches. That's who we are, updating old methods with digital touches. Now, here we are. I'm going to share this quick scenario with you. So let's say I'm seeking home buyers in a very specific area. And this one happened to be a 2.5-mile radius in Orem, Utah. These targeted renters who can afford to upsize, they've rented for at least 1 year. They have a credit score of 600 plus and 75,000 plus in income. Like they're almost qualified. They're pretty qualified, right? And of course, our list builder provides you with this information. There are exactly 158 residents in this area that fit that criteria, 158 that fit that criteria. Now, with that being said, let's take a look really quick at EDDM. Most of you know what EDDM is. If you don't, it's a postal service, a service by the U.S. Postal Service called Every Door Direct Mail, EDDM. Pretty consistent. That a lot of people have used, a lot of realtors have used it until they figure out who we are. So the list size you would need to reach all 158 people was 29,667 people lived in that 2.5-mile radius. So 29,667 people lived in that area. The cost to acquire the list is nothing. The postcards needed is 29,667. The postage cost is 17 cents, and that's the cheapest bulk you can get. And I know it probably is going to cost more. We're trying to really just contrast compare with lowest prices. Postage total cost $5,000. Cost per postcard 50 cents. That's if you can get them at that rate. And postcard total cost $14,000. It's $19,000 to reach the same 158 people. $19,000 to reach the same 158 people. Let's talk about Facebook paid advertising. The impressions needed to get 158 renters in that area, 30,000, right? The average list size needed 4,500, meaning I need 4,500 people to click on my ad. The cost to acquire that list is $90,000. Postcards needed to reach all 158, 4,500. This is kind of crazy, right? $94,050 to actually reach the same buyers. When you come to Mailbox Power, it's pretty simple. You use our list builder. And yeah, I know this is simple, 158 people. The cost to acquire that list, $15.72. $15.72, that's less than 10 cents a lead. 158 renters that are qualified to purchase a home. A postage per card, 40 cents, that's what it costs. Mailbox Power, postage total cost, $63.20. The cost per postcard, they're free. They're included with the membership for our pro and executive accounts. And then, of course, labor, there's none to be mentioned. $49 a month is the membership. And do you own the list generated? Yes, you can use it time and time and time again. So I guess what I'm saying, for $127.92, you can reach the same 158 people that you would pay tens of thousands with EDDM. Let's take a peek here at a couple of these realtors.
I'm Tina Bellavo, and I'm here to share why I am so passionate about the Mailbox Power system. I have been using it for almost a year now, and I'm over the moon with how easy it is, how wonderfully it works, the results that I'm getting, and most importantly to me, how much my clients love it and how much it makes them feel cared about. I've been a real estate agent since 2005. I've sold over 1,200 homes. 95% of the business I've done in that time has always been focused on repeat referral and the people who I have relationships with through organic social media. So I have always been obsessed with making sure that I am keeping in relationship with a lot of people, as many people as I can at the same time, and staying on their radar, but being creative about it, having a strong brand, just looking impressive and really standing out from other realtors. And Mailbox Power has been my like secret weapon of 2020 to accomplish that. So I adopted the system earlier this year and put it in place to take care of a lot of different things for me. It's replaced a lot of the things that I used to do manually and pay people by the hour to do by hand and drive around and go pick up this and take that there. So now I've automated my referral gifts, birthday gifts. I send brownies to everyone that refers me. Brownies to everyone who refers me as a birthday thank you. I also send birthday cards out to everybody that I have an address for. I do home anniversary gifts and cards, and I use it to send all kinds of loving things to people when they have babies and get married, and also when sad things happen. I have templates for loss of this and that. So anyway, I just can't speak highly enough about it. It's saved me so much time. It's been a wonderful system for me, and I've referred so many other people who feel the same way.
Awesome.
Hey everybody, my name is Steve Angeline, and I'm a realtor here in Northern Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C. In this past year, when COVID-19 hit us hard in the real estate market here, I had all my business based on physicals, and I was struggling because open houses were being canceled. No one wanted people to come by their house. I was able to use Mailbox Power and set all my FSBOs, approximately 200 of them since March, up on a mailing program, and my results have been phenomenal. Couldn't be more happy. I have over 9 listings, totaling over $4 million in sales and closed sales. And I just want to thank the folks out at Mailbox Power. They did a great job. I'm really looking forward to this year coming, 2021, where I'm going to start expanding my mailbox, using Mailbox Power for both expires and absentee owners. So thanks for all you do. Looking forward to working with you in 2021.
He's up to $12 million in closed sales, by the way. 12 million in closed sales, only using Mailbox Power, never making a cold call, nothing else, just Mailbox Power. He loves FSBOs. I think he's crazy, but anyway, I guess with that kind of transactions,
Hi guys, I'm Erica Bentley, a realtor here in the Las Vegas, Henderson, Nevada area, and I just wanted to tell you real quickly about why I use Mailbox Power with all of my buyers. So they have this great campaign, it's Ditch the Basket, and sends out a little touch to your clients every 3 months for 2.5 years. They get a little gift card, a little tape measure customized to them, and my clients absolutely love it. I get calls, I get Facebook posts, shout outs. I mean, it keeps me top of mind with all my other contacting that I do, and I never forget to send something out and do that little touch, because if you leave it to yourself, at least for me, it's going to be 6 months later before I remember to do anything. So it works great for me. My clients love it, and I get a great response all the time.
Awesome. All right, let's get out of this thing and let's actually get into the system so I can kind of show you around. And Devin, thanks for volunteering this morning. You're going to be coming up here shortly. I'm going to send you a link. But anyway, let's go ahead and get Sharon here and get to showing you what's going on. So this is the Mailbox Power system right here that you're seeing before you. I know, simple, right? Easy, no brainer. I just want to show you around a little bit so you can see what we do. This is not about just greeting cards, right? We do a lot. So I come down here to product categories. Yes, books, business tools, cards. Let's click on cards for a minute. Yes, that's a big section. Greeting card, right? With a regular envelope, 50 cents plus postage for our pro members, right? And our executive members. All these with a green envelope means you could customize the envelope. if you want an expired or a FSBO to call you, put their home on the front of that envelope. I promise this is what works. This is how Steve Angeline has $12 million in sales, because he puts their home on the front of the envelope and converts them. They've never seen it before. They think it's unique and out of the box thinking, right? Just like what I read earlier. Needed an out of the box thinker. Well, this is out of the box. Now, I'm going to come. Oh, by the way, this right here is a gigagram. It's an 8x11 greeting card. It's freaking massive. And it guarantees attention because it barely fits in the mailbox. All right, here we go. Postcards. Yes, this is the deal. Most realtors understand what a postcard is and have been sending them, have been using them. Our postcards. Yes, that is not a typo. It is 0 for our pro members and 0 for our executive members. And I want you to pay special attention to the lack of asterisks. There are no restrictions. You can send as million if you want, or 10 million. Please try and break me. I would love for you to do that. The only thing you pay for is postage, and postage is whatever the post office is charging right now. It's a big deal, right? Because we have to convert these bystanders into customers, and how are we going to do it? We got to get in their face. Postcards, medium postcards. Yeah, still 0 for our executive members. Pro members are only paying 19 cents plus postage. So really, really good quality stuff here, folks. I wanted to show you a couple other things. So yes, we have drinkware. Some of the common ones are a coffee mug, $10.49 for a coffee mug. And that is, you put whatever you want on it, color it up, put whoever's name on it. Yes, you'll pay for shipping, but $10.49, one is all you have to buy. That's who we are. We personalize everything. I'm going to get down to gourmet foods. There's a lot of gourmet foods here. Jelly bellies, which I have lots of, peanut butter cup brownies. There are these brownies right here. You want a customer's attention? Send them some brownies. I promise. It works every single time, and everything is personalized, as I'm going to show you, because I promised Devin I'd send him a gift today. So I'm probably going to send him some brownies. He looks like a guy who might like brownies. I don't know. But I'm going to go down to these laser engraved gifts, because some of these things have a lot to do with you as realtors. This laser engraved 12-inch square bowl, beautiful. Laser engraved with your customer's name on it, for $22.86. Everybody reading that? $22.86. Oh my goodness. Okay, now, I mean, laser engraved dice cup, pins, small cutting boards, this, a wine box and tools, a laser engraved charcuterie board. Imagine sending the charcuterie board as a closing gift. And then every month for 12 months after, they get a postcard that gives them ideas on how to use that charcuterie board. That's who we are. And you don't only have to touch it one time and it's over. But anyway, just thought I'd share some of these things with you. I think there's some pretty cool gifts in here. But what I want to do now is this. I am going to send a link, and I'm going to just copy this link right now, and I'm going to send it to Devin, because I want to send Devin a gift today. All right. And to send him a gift, I have to have his address. So Devin, I just sent you a link in chat. Would you mind clicking on that link for me, and go ahead and uncork yourself for a minute so I can hear you?
Here we go.
Awesome. So I'm going to just show you what he's looking at. So let me know when you got that and you actually have it open in a browser and you're starting to fill it out.
Yep. All right. It's loaded. I'm just going to fill it out now.
Thank you. So I sent him this link right here. And if I click on this link, here's what it is. Yep. Hey, Joe Kenner would like contact info. And yes, your picture would be up there as well. I'm just asking. And by the way, Devin, I don't need your email or your phone, but would love your birthday. I love to celebrate birthdays. It's just kind of part of who I am. Anybody who knows me really well knows I got a birthday soapbox sitting right back over here, and I love celebrating people's birthdays. Okay, when he clicks submit info, my phone is going to buzz, because I'm going to get a text letting me know that he actually filled this out. Now, once he's done that, that puts him in my contacts, and I'm able to send him a gift. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to my favorites, and my favorites happen to be, there's a couple that say real estate on them, like the real estate essentials and the real estate masterclass. And we can share these with you at any time. Lots of proven successful items and assets in these folders. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go to my essentials folder and kind of show you what's going on in here. Not much, but Devin, how are we doing with that?
Good. I sent it off.
Thank
I
you,
hit
sir.
submit, and I think that's it.
Much appreciated. Normally, I don't like to ruin the surprise of what people are getting, but Devin, you're going to see it all today. I'm just going to open up here and we're going to do this. Okay, so this is what I'm going to send Devin. It's a box, an actual box that's going to have his name on it. It says prepared especially for Devin, right? It's going to have his information on the box. There's a greeting card. It says laughter is the best medicine. Inside of the card, it's going to say, dear Devin. They say laughter is the best medicine. They lied. It's brownies. Please enjoy, your friend, Joe. And back of the card, brownies a la mode. Devin, don't miss this. Put one of these things in the microwave 10 to 15 seconds. You'll be a happy camper. And of course, you can see the brownie, trying to earn brownie points, baked especially for Devin. Everything's personalized. So what I want to do is just kind of show you, well, how do we order this, right? Well, we use the tricky add to cart button. I know, really easy, right? And because we use variable data merge fields, you don't have to go in and type anybody's name or do anything. Oh, well, look at this. I'm going to remove that. All right. And now I'm going to go back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the brownies. And folks, I know that I did that out of order, and that makes some of you scratchy, and I'm sorry about that. That's not my intention. But what I wanted to show you is that, you know, I've added the brownies in the box, and now I want to add the card, but I want to edit it before I add it to the cart. How hard is it to edit something here at Mailbox Power? It's not. It's really, really easy. So what I've done is I've clicked edit, and it's bringing up our editor. And all of our products use the same exact tool set over here on the left, whether it's a golf ball, coffee mug, greeting card, brownies, doesn't matter. It uses the same exact tool set. So I go to the inside of the card. And what I want to do right now is delete this because, Devin, I don't need you to call me. I just need you to smile when the box shows up. That's it. Really simple, right? Okay. But I wanted to show you that if you wanted to add your logo or a picture or something like that, which we don't recommend you do it too big, but anyway, nonetheless, you go to Photos and look, we connect to Facebook, Instagram, Google Photos. And it looks like it's been a minute since I connected to my Facebook account, but here I am, right? I go to my profile pictures, I grab my picture, I drag it out here, I resize that sucker, right? Just want Devin to really remember me, I guess. And I add a border to it. Yep. We'll find a border for this thing. There we go. That looks like it works. Okay, now I've edited the card. I click add to cart, and I'm doing pretty good, right? But I don't think that's quite enough for my new friend Devin. Yeah, a box, brownies, and a card. It's okay, but it's not quite where I really, really want it. So what I'm going to do is go back to these product categories. I'm going to go down to laser engraved because I really like these gifts a lot. And there is something, here we go. Yep. Okay. Now, this is the coolest thing on the planet. And I'm going to get the bigger one because I think it's just cool. So this is a foldable phone holder. Let's see. Add to cut, design your own. Yes, Devin. Perfect. Here we go. And I guess I should have pre-done one of these before because I've done this in the past. But anyway, I want Devin's name on this dang thing. Scripty or italic font? What do you think, Devin?
You know what? Let's go for a scripty.
Done. All right. And here's the deal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Now, I never have to do this again because now this thing is saved. I click save. Add to cart. What I just did is I typed in our merge field. So anytime I add this to cart for anybody from this point forward, I don't have to go in and type anything. I just click add to cart and it'll add their first name right to it. So add to cart, and we are in great shape. So now I feel pretty good about this gift for my new friend, Devin. All I have to do is click checkout. All right. And look who showed up first. Devin Griffin. There he is, my new friend. And his birthday, November the 16th. It's going to be a minute, but you'll get a half birthday card from me before your birthday. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, I click checkout. Bum, bum, bum. All right. And I click place order. And that is pretty much a done deal. Now, folks, one of the key components about using Mailbox Power is this. That gift will leave our facility tomorrow morning, next business day. I will get a tracking number to track it right to Devin's front door. It will not have any branding of Mailbox Power on it whatsoever. I like to say it would take a forensic analysis to figure out where it came from because it'll have my return address, which is my actual home address and not the Mailbox Power address. But if you use Mailbox Power to put your return address, so anything that's not properly addressed will come back to your front door and not ours. But like I said, that's how it works. Okay, so here's the important part. I want to go build you a list, right? And I have a couple of new automations that I wanted to show you. A couple of other things I want to show you really quick here before I get into the pricing, because everybody's probably going, well, how much is it? How does it work? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back to my favorites and show you a few things. So these real estate essentials, I've got a lot kind of buried in here, but I did want to show them to you. So this is the ultimate closing gift. And by the way, this was created because me, Joe Kennemore, have purchased and sold 8 homes. Do you know how many realtors I've heard back from? Yep, that's right. Big fat 0. I'm not fat and ugly. My money spends good, so I don't get it. But well, I do get it. That basket they bought me wasn't enough to do the job, right? Some old cheese, some bad wine, you know, the typical basket that somebody gets for spending probably $500,000 now on a home is kind of underwhelming, to say the least. So we created what's called the ultimate closing gift. Now, this actually, it sends a gift every 90 days for 2.5 years. All you have to do is put their name in one time, and it is an absolute done deal. So let's see. Now, I wanted to show you what this is so you can actually see it. This is it. So what happens is it starts off by sending 4 brownies and a letter saying home sweet home. 90 days later, they get always room for improvement with $25 gift card to Home Depot, and so on and so forth. But I want you to pay special attention to a couple of things here. Going to great lengths on shipment number 3, this is where we really help you. We really, really help you. So this tape measure will have your Realtor logo on it and the homeowner's name. What does that mean? They can't regift it. They can't throw it away. You know they're going to keep it forever. And they're probably never going to forget you for even sending them a gift to begin with, which is the realtors that understand this. They really win. But here's the deal. The card says going to great lengths, and on the inside, it says, how did we measure up? If we measured up to your expectations, we love referrals. Are you asking for referrals? Because we'll help you do that. No problem. It's kind of on the sly, sending a gift and asking for a referral, but it works. And as you can see, this goes on for 2.5 years. And this is really, really good quality stuff. I don't remember exactly what the total cost. It might be $200 out, out the door to send this whole thing. We don't bill you all up front. We bill it as it goes out. So with that being said, let's go back and take a look here. So that's the ultimate closing gift. Pretty easy to install. Lots there. As you can see, a happy homeversary collection, 12-month recipe cards. Really, really easy way to stay in front of your customers. This stop paying rent, right? Oh, I want to go prospect some folks who are currently renting but should be homeowners. There you go. Charcuterie board, how to card and laser engraved cheese board. So how to use it and our charcuterie board. And of course, here's the 12-month automation that follows it. I got real estate recipes, real estate homeowner maintenance tips. And these 2 are brand new this morning. And I'm pretty proud of these because I've worked with quite a few realtors to do this. Real estate introduction to your neighborhood, an introduction to your farm area. Neighborhood meaning my neighbors. Like, what's the worst thing a realtor sees? Yeah, a yard sign going in 2 doors down from their front door. That's no bueno. We can't be having that as realtors. But as you can see, what's going on here is these are cards. It's me, Joe, your friendly neighborhood realtor. And hey, first name is what converts. Folks, when you go to the mailbox, what are you looking for? Your name. You're not looking for your neighbor's name, your kid's name, your spouse's name. You're looking for your name. When you find your name, you engage with that piece of mail. And as this one right on the front, hey, first name, hey, Devin. Devin's going to pick this card up and go, oh, who's this from? Oh, it's from his friendly neighborhood realtor, Joe. Oh, of course. Anyway, and on the back, it's true. I just happen to be your neighbor and a real estate expert. I really do live right down the street. You may have even seen me before. Like if this is going to your neighbors, this is not a lot. This is good stuff. Anyway, I just want to let you know that as your neighbor, real estate advice is always free. So if you happen to have any questions about buying or selling a home, please let me know. I love to help my neighbors, and it puts your information there. It automatically puts your photo and your logo there as well. And then of course, 7 days later, this card goes out. Yeah, hey Devin, it's me, Joe, your friendly neighborhood realtor again. And on the back, now it's not, now that you have a neighbor who's a real estate professional, it's time to take advantage of me. If you are looking for a current value of your home, what homes are selling for, or market information, I'm here to help. I would love to meet you, as I love being a good neighbor. P.S. If you already have a realtor, no sweat. 2 realtors are better than 1, right? Good stuff. All right. And this one, the last card that goes out another 7 days later. Yeah. Hey, Devin, would you like to get together for a cup of coffee or tea? Right? I mean, asking your neighborhood to do that. Dear Devin, would you like to get together for a coffee or tea? As your neighbor, local real estate expert, I'd love to get to know you more. I love talking about homes too, and would love to share how much your home is currently worth and answer the questions you might already have without any pressure to list your home. Watch for more from me in your mailbox. Really easy stuff, right? This is all automated. This one sends immediately. 7 days later, this one goes out, and 7 days later, this one goes out. These are 4x6 postcards. So I have a test for all of you. How much does a 4x6 postcard cost? That's right, 0. Big fat donuts. You just pay for postage. So this cost for this is postage times 3. So a little over $1 to send these 3 postcards out to introduce you to your actual neighbors. Now, folks, here's the big deal. What do I do after that? I should probably go look for buyers or sellers, right? Now I'm going to show you how you would do that. Let's go search for some buyers or sellers in a neighborhood. Hey, Devin, you going to help me out? Maybe uncork yourself for a minute?
Yep.
See, Devin, you're going to earn these gifts.
It's always a mix-up when you get to volunteer for something you don't know what to expect.
There you go. Exactly. Okay. So I put mailing. I checked our mailing list. Order a custom mailing list. So Devin, I'm going to help you. What part of the country you're from?
Ontario.
So you're in Canada.
Yep.
All right. Can't help you right now. My list builder is not going to.
All right. Well, there we go.
Well, we're working on it though. I'm going to just share with you kind of where I'm at and what's going on. So I click on all individuals. It could be new homeowners, new movers, all kinds of ways to reach people through this tool. I'm going to click here, and I'm actually going to do this radius around an address. I'm going to pretend this is me, 8 Red Lawn Court, Henderson, Nevada, 89074. I click go. And this is going to tell me how many people are in a 2-mile radius. There are 28,830 just 2 miles from me. I can ratchet this down to find, to really get some, finite laser focused leads here. But what I'm going to do now is show you this demography. If I were looking for buyers, what would I do? Well, I'd start here at household and go, okay, well, I probably want them to be a renter right out of the gate. I want their income to be probably at least 75,000, I would think. And then length of residence doesn't really matter. Building structure doesn't matter. But as you can see, as a realtor, these are things that you may want to be able to check off and go, well, if I'm looking for a seller, they're going to have to be a homeowner, right? Okay, we're down to 1,293 people only using the criteria of income, whether they're a renter and they're 2 miles from this address. Okay, now, I could search on gender, marital status, age, birth month, children's age, ethnicity, all of these things. There are tons of stuff for me to search from, but as a realtor, you pretty much don't care. Let's get right down to it. Are they opportunity seekers, charity donors, pet owners, investments? Nope, don't care about that either. But when I come down to other, things get pretty interesting in the other tab down here. Home purchase price, estimated home value. But I like to come down here and go estimated credit rating, 700. I want them to sail through the process of getting the loan. Their net worth, do they have, 25,000 in the bank to write a check for a down payment? I don't know if that's enough or not, but let's take a look. And sometimes I like to use my selections or criteria to really narrow down this list. Like I want to find just 100 or 200 folks that I can actually start marketing to. Well, I'm down to 430. Let's do this. Let's see what happens when they got 50 grand in the bank, right? And you're probably wondering, well, Joe, where are you getting this data? We're getting it from Experian. Yeah, it's qualified data. Like it really is good stuff. Okay, so as this thing's updating, as you guys can see, there's other stuff, loan to value, age of home in years, all tools that would be really, really helpful with whatever you're searching for, whether it be homeowners, sellers, buyers, whatever it is. I'm down to 425 people. So I'm just going to do this and just go, okay, well, I only want, let's say I want 250 of them. Or I can go back to geography and do something there to tighten it down even a little bit more. As a matter of fact, let's just do that really quick. Let's go to geography and let's tighten down the radius around this address to 1.5 miles and see what my criteria brings up, because really, folks, this is all of it. This is what we do. So 248, that's a pretty good number. I'm in a 1.5 mile radius. 248 leads is going to cost me $24.68. $24.68. When I click buy list, within 2 hours, I'm going to have that list in my mailing list, and I'm going to be able to send immediately. I have the campaign I showed you for your neighborhood. I also have an introduction to a farm area, and this is how it starts. Now, later on today, there's a new automation coming out. It's called the Seller GeoFarm Domination Automation, and really, what that is a series of 5 postcards to actually acquire, to find sellers in a specific area. Now, here's where I get excited. I get excited because I've seen this work, and the folks who have used it are pretty much raising their hand going, oh my gosh, I think I could farm like 5 areas at a time if I really wanted to. Now it's just a matter of me getting out to that area, introducing myself, and then finding the sellers. But anyway, folks, listen, I'm going to share with you how much this costs. I think you've seen quite a bit. We'll open up to some questions here in a minute, but let's go ahead and cover the cost really quick so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So pricing, we have 3 membership options. I'm discounting the light because you're all commission hounds. You love commissions, and $9 a month is for our casual users, not for active realtors. Our $49 a month and $149 a month accounts I'm going to talk about. The Pro, it is our most popular, $49 a month. What do you get? Those free unlimited postcards. You get 50 free monthly greeting cards every single month you're on the plan. You're starting to do the math, I'm sure, in your head going, well, 50 free greeting cards is worth $49 right out of the gate. I'd take that. 25% discount on all gifts. Remember that cost of that mug? Yeah, that's why it was so inexpensive, because of the type of plan. The list builder, API access and integrations to other platforms, and it comes with a 14-day free trial. Now, the executive. Now, this is for folks who are really busy and have a pretty good size base of business. So free unlimited medium postcards and small postcards, 200 free monthly greeting cards, a 30% discount on gifts, custom inventory fulfillment. Imagine being able to send us custom inventory and we fulfill it for you and send it out for you, and dedicated one-on-one assistance. Listen, folks, if you choose the free trial on either one of these plans, yes, we will charge a credit card. I think it's for $10, because you can't use the system without having a credit card on file. It is a true free trial. And we are the type of company that really claims this. You can start the trial, you can stop the trial. There's an easy cancel button there for you to use. You don't have to call anybody and get talked out of, leaving. It's right there for you. So anyway, I would love to have any one of you or all of you as customers of Mailbox Power. I'd love to help you make your phone ring. I would love to serve you and your real estate business. Right now, I'd love to take any questions. Deb, you want to guide that process maybe?
Certainly. Does anybody have any questions for Joe? You can just unmute yourself, Joe. Luca, looks like.
Sure. Quick question. If when you're doing mailings to your neighbors, can you not mail to one? Like, I've got a couple of realtors on my street. I don't want to mail to them.
Yes, Joe, you can keep the secret weapon all to yourself by just removing them from the list. No big deal. If you know their names, you'll be able to find them really easily. The list is not hidden. You can actually read their names and their addresses and the whole thing when you get the list. It does only include, their name and address. It doesn't include anything else, but that's the important stuff for us. Yeah, got it. All right. He's already thinking about his neighborhood. I like it. Introduce
Johnson,
yourself.
did you have a question?
No, I actually have already purchased some lists off of Mailbox Power. So I'm familiar with it, and it's actually a really good tool, I think. I think it's got a lot of potential, that's for sure. Some of the things that you can do criteria wise, it's impressive.
Cool, thank you. So Joe Maria asks, I may have missed it. Are we obligated to keep this service for any length of time?
No obligation. Yeah, none whatsoever. Nothing. Yeah, you, like I said, you could start the trial and you could stop the trial yourself at any time. And, you know, if you do it before the 2-week period, you know, clearly we're not going to charge you the monthly fee of whichever membership you've chosen. But yeah, we're here for you. Yeah, no tricks, no gimmicks, no asterisks. Right? I like to keep it simple around this place.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Anyone else have any questions?
I do. Joe, it's Devin.
Yep. My friend Devin, what's up?
Yeah, I just want to know if you have any plans of moving that business model up, you know, to the northern end here where I am, because it is something that would be very, very useful. Funny enough, I got a couple of clients and ideas already in my head that I wish I had something like that here.
Yeah, we get that question often. And here's what we do right now for Canada. We do, you know, provide shipping to Canada. It just things get slowed down.
Of course.
You know, I'm kind of a real guy. Things get slowed down, and then, then people complain about the conversion rate, you know, between US dollars, Canadian dollars for Postcard.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, but here's the deal. I have a soft spot in my heart for Canada. Both my grandmothers were born there and from there. So yes, I have a connection there to Canada. I would love to open Canada. We just need to do it right, and it's going to take time to do it right. We'd like to be printing up there and directly,
of course,
system versus you know, doing it from here and getting it up there. And honestly, sometimes it's fast as you know what, but there are other times it's like, hey, it's been 2 weeks, where's my stuff, you know, kind of it's at the border.
Yeah.
So anyway, I would love to give you a better answer, Devin, and I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer, but you'll see. The gifts are going to show up on your front door.
Perfect. So, yeah, I mean, you know, you wish you could. It's as easy as a click of a button to move the business to another place, but the logistics of sometimes doing that is a lot more gruesome than actually just saying, "Yep, we're here now."
Yep. Well, and we found something else out. Nobody cares about our product like we do. So even if we tried to find another vendor that would do it for us, it wouldn't work. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care that, you know, oh, that card's scuffed, no big deal, just get it out. Or
right.
No, yeah, we care about it a lot because we know it's you. It's your image, your brand that we're representing as well.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't really get to talk about FSBOs, you know, a lot. I know you guys saw Steve Angeline. He's really got it down, like a patented kind of click and go. And, you know, the response rate is incredible. I kind of, you know, if I were to hang my shingle as a realtor tomorrow, that'd be the very first thing I'd do. I'd start playing in the FSBO world. I know there's not a lot of them in some of the cities that we're in because the real estate market's so hot, but they're there in every city, no matter what. And I've seen this guy transact tens of millions of dollars now, and he's teaching others to do the same thing, and it works. So, you know, something, if you guys want to play with FSBO, so I can turn you on to, or Deb can turn you on to, you know, how to find that stuff too.
Excellent. So for anyone who's interested, I did drop a link in the chat of where you can go to sign up for your free trial account and play with the system and see what you think. Does anybody have any last questions for Joe? He's got to get to another meeting, so I'm going to let him run. Anybody else have any last quick questions? Okay, well, thank you so much, Joe, for your time today. I really appreciate it. And I love my Mailbox Power system. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. And by the way, I love each and every one of you. All commission hounds, love it. Go get it. Go after it. If I can help, please let me know. I'll jump into the group every once in a while too, if you guys have any questions, anything. Thanks, Deb. I appreciate it this morning. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.